Christmas in all my life. Don't you, Sherry, dear?
Shut your nasty little face.
Hello! Welcome to this episode of the FANMEN podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Sean Hogarty.
A subdued.
Happy Boxing Day.
Snowy snacks.
We're a little bit later than planned on this recording. It is 26th of December. And
Yep, the day we celebrate Sean's box.
let's yes. How are you? How has the last couple days been for you guys?
I survived.
Yeah,
all I got.
made it through okay. I am liking having older only child.
Yeah. I think
This is a new experience for me.
I think you're the last one to join us there, right? DJ's is already in college. Mine are 15 and 17 and
Last I heard, DJ is still wrapping gifts from Santa because
he's an idiot, yeah.
No, because my wife's insane.
some little crotch demon just doesn't want to wake up.
Yeah, it's definitely different when your kids are jaded and more less crazy. Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know how easy the holiday season was that the elf never came out of a drawer this year?
Oh yes. Screw the
Never
elf.
made an appearance.
Screw the elf.
Never had to see him. No.
We never did the elf. Never did it.
No, they were right in Harley was right in that window where the elf popped and everybody had an elf and they were naming elves and
Yeah.
Nope.
oh yeah.
No, thank you.
All these soccer moms getting way too creative with how they're doing it. Like, can I make a little noose and hang him from the paddle fan?
Yes.
Can we just leave his hat in the cat's bowl one morning
Oh no.
and just make the elf disappear? Yes.
Yeah. No, I didn't get into that, thank Christ, because I literally just, the thought of having to do that on top of how much, which we'll get into, I'm not a fan of the season, would just, it would be the death of me.
The older she got, the worse we got at it.
Yeah.
Like, there'd be multiple times each year that, Elfie just didn't move. Like, oh, I'm like, his leg must have got caught. He couldn't get out. We'll help him.
Or he's dead.
Well, help
One
him,
of the
Dad,
two.
you gotta-
Yeah, maybe he's dead.
Yeah.
The magic's gone.
Yeah.
Like, you must have done something really fucked up.
Well,
Just put the guilt trip on the kid.
Yeah, it's been
How about you,
cold
Sean?
as
You make it
balls.
through unscathed?
Yeah. I mean, we had it real easy, but what was it? I ended up taking Friday off, which was, we knew it was going to be like raining all day and horrible. Originally, I was supposed to snow, but then over the last week or two, it became clear that it was going to be rain. But it was sustained
Like
30, 40,
torrential.
50 mile an hour winds, trees down everywhere. It was, the temperature
Harley,
here was like 54 and then it dropped to 12 or 10 at the end of the day.
Harley and I were supposed to go to the Celtics game that night. And we both looked at each other like at 3 o'clock,
No.
like, I don't want to deal with this. When I start looking at the weather and I'm like, I might need to get a hotel room because I'm not going to want to drive home at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's all supposed to freeze over. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it on my couch. in
We
my
did.
sweats.
I can't remember what all was going on. We did have to go out a few times, and it. Parker had a half day of school, so I drove Parker to the bus stop, and it was horrific. Like, you could see the waves of rain blowing through, so you could just look at the street and see.
Just sheets.
Just sheets.
Yeah.
And that sucked. But
So did the girls have school all of last week, or
the kids had Emma was done Thursday at noon, and then Parker was done Friday at noon.
and then Parker was done on
Yeah,
Friday?
so it was
Harley, God bless the private schools. Harley was done the week before.
nice.
Half day on whatever that was, the 16th.
Yeah,
And I'll see you in January sometime.
awesome.
Not quite a college schedule, but not that
But
far
it's
off.
loosened
I think
up.
She goes back the 3rd. Yeah, no. Most definitely. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not in Worcester because she still has basketball every single day
Right.
at like the most inopportune time.
Yeah.
They're at 5 to 7.
There's some benefits
every afternoon,
to
evening.
discouraging, any physical outside activities by your kids, right?
She loves it.
That's good.
She would spend all day, every day in the gym if she could.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
I need to make her give me basketball lessons once the weather clears up, just to get me out on your court more.
So now all the children are getting older. What were the collective asks from the kids this year?
How about you, DJ?
So mine asked for nothing. There was no Christmas list. There was no request or anything like that. But what I did was, I kind of pulled like a Ralphie's old man. She opened all her stuff that we got her.
Yeah.
I think the thing she was supposed to say about, she got Sailor Moon season 1 on Blu-ray. She's been trying to get that forever, and I can never find it in print. But I got her one.
Nice.
So I had one other present wrapped
Very nice.
and thrown up in the windowsill. And after we were done or whatever, I was like, "Hey, what's that?" I went and opened it, and it was her Brad Marchand Winter Classic jersey for this year that
Nice.
she was drooling over. And I told her, "Oh, they sold out in a day."
Yeah.
And I wasn't lying; they sold out in a day.
You got one.
They were gone. I got her one. So
Nice.
we're not gonna go to the game because the price is just ridiculous and it's not a very good experience. But I got a friend coming in from New York, so we're gonna drive to Boston for the morning of the Winter Classic game and just go to Cask and Flagon and watch it there. And
cool.
She can go in there now. She can have a drink now and stuff, and I'll get her a chicken sandwich.
She's 21, really?
Check.
She's 21.
Oh,
yeah, so
man.
Oh, yeah.
so she can go to. We're not going to go into Fenway, but she can go. She has a job, so she can go to the pro shop and buy some swag if she wants, and I'll buy her a drink, and she's happy with that. But she's got her. She loves hockey jerseys, so
That's cool. I wonder where she gets that. I don't know.
Definitely.
I know. And then she actually got me something this year. I was surprised. So her and her cousin went out and they did like combined shopping because they both have jobs.
Yeah.
So she got me and I actually don't have one yet, which is weird, but I don't have any Aquaman stuff. So she got me a big ass like Diamond Select Gallery Aquaman statue, like classic,
Nice.
like superpowers looking Aquaman.
Oh, like
really
the
nice.
Super Friends. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he's coming back
seen
with
that
the
one.
trident over his head. It's really sharp.
That's very
those
cool.
galleries. Some of those galleries are pretty nice. So
That's
so once I get this room redone, I'll have a nice Aquaman statue to put up. Then she told me I have to go buy a slab to put behind it. So I can
There you go. What's it like to have like a kid with a job?
Yeah.
I mean, mine shopped for us, but she just borrowed the credit card and ran into Target to shop for Heather and I.
No,
Like, sit
it's
in the car and watch football, Dad. I'll be out in an hour.
I mean, we'll get to it in the bitch fest, but I kind of told I don't expect anything. Like I kind of
Ooh.
no, I'm saying like I don't expect anything. So like I would rather her just save her money and not repeat the sins of her father kind of with buying stuff for people. But
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Sean?
The asks were Parker is really into kind of making things, which is awesome. So Parker had like a massive set of scrapbooking and related stuff, like just things that help you make things. And so, my folks largely bought, just crap loads of scrapbooking and material and little mini books of phrases and words that could be put, just like this really
they cleaned out of Michael's basically.
Yeah,
Stuff
something
that Parker
like that.
could cut out.
Yeah. But I think most of it was like on an Amazon list.
Very
Like
cool.
Parker just threw everything and my folks got most of it. And then,
Amazing.
and Emma, had some merch from her favorite streamers, that she wanted, that she got. And, none of it was major. We did get, Santa got them we got an additional switch. We got one of the new OLED switches because pretty much it gets monopolized by Parker most of the time, the one we have. So we got a second one so that at least now they can both, use one.
Pokemon Violet.
Yeah, so we already had Scarlet, and then Emma got Violet, or vice versa. So now, so now they have both of them. And I'm trying to think what else. That was nothing. The days of I got to have this or that really are gone. I guess for all of us now, which I think that kills one of the the main stresses. It's still buying. We're not good present buyers for each other. Like it's very much oh, that wasn't on your list, so I didn't get it. Or, I mean, there's very little organic. I mean, I actually, I bought almost everything that was on my wife's like wish list. And then I did go out and buy her some stuff that I knew she would like from a bird store. But it was pretty low key. It was.
That was going to be my next question. If you guys do gifts for the spouses or not. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Heather and I tapped early.
Yeah.
Like there's not even a card.
Yeah.
Like
we
it's-
did stockings.
Yeah, I mean,
Stocking chuffa.
We do stocking stuff. I mean, it's definitely not major. Like Jen bought me a new pair of Clark's Gore-Tex shoes, so they're kind of like, they look like businessy shoes, but they kind of have high, serious heels for colder weather BS. And I needed something, but I didn't ask for it. I didn't think about it, but I was really psyched to get it. Like I'm easy. I have, I think kind of like you, Chris, there's not a lot that if you want it, you buy it, or like, it's just tough to,
like
to buy
the
for.
years of waiting for clothes or something. If you need a pair of jeans, you're going to go bang out a pair of jeans.
She did buy something that was a surprise, actually. She bought me a couple of those, black plastic, graded book crates.
Oh, those are dope.
Well, I love those.
Yeah, I don't have any of those, but I guess I'd put them on a list or something, and so I'll put my graded books in those. But
those are for her. Those are pick the fucking comic books up. That's what.
no,
That's to clean your goddamn office.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. But very the one kind of big deal this year is cool. We've been helping her folks with finances and estate planning, all this stuff. And they, they decided to, they realized, wait, we can actually give money before we die and see you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the grandkids got, really big fat checks without having any expectation for it. And my wife and her sister did as well. But seeing the kids open their envelopes yesterday and the looks on their faces, they're not used to seeing zeros, and that was kind of fun. Of course they know pretty much it's not, they can't actually go and spend a bunch of money. They can spend some of it, but most of it's prep for college for Emma next year and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still was fun.
My father-in-law's done some of that.
Yeah.
And where he's remarried, now that's part of it too. Like he wants to make sure whatever he has, a lot of time, but he wants to make sure that it's going to his kids and his kids' kids. But the couple times he's done the checks, they've just given, this is for Harley's college.
Right.
Harley doesn't get to see it. She gets none of it. No. But it's something you're seeing more and more of the older set do now.
Yeah.
Because
financially, it makes a lot of sense.
Even with the best plan, it does. And even with the best planning, there's still the potential to lose a chunk of it.
Oh yeah,
when you die. They've fixed a lot of the loopholes, so you're not going to get completely screwed. But
I don't think they've altered it for the coming year yet. But I think it's up to like $16,000 per person per donor. So like each couple can give $32,000.
It went from like 10 to 13 to
up to $11 million in your lifetime, which few of us are ever going to have to worry about that, Max.
That's the thing. Like the estate planning stuff.
Yeah.
How many people are going to leave an estate that actually cracks that number?
Yeah.
And the people that have more than money, they already fixed the glitch.
Yeah.
They already know that they're not going to have to pay the taxes,
Yep.
Well, now in this state too, it must not pay at all to have over $1 million because they passed that stupid tax law.
Well, that's the income, right? That's on the income side.
Oh, it's on the income side.
Yeah. So what is it? They now
like if you sell a house or whatever over like and everything equals $1 million, it gets taxed at a certain rate. And
it's an additional. Yeah. Still, there's the fact is the people who have money have the ability to structure stuff to minimize taxes no matter what, right? Okay, I'm going to take deferred income. I'm going to take it in this form. Take it, so it's more a make the masses feel like they're sticking it to the rich than what practically is actually going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is going to stick
not
it to the
giving
people.
it to me anyway.
Yeah.
It
So
won't
whatever.
swing in a
Yeah.
ton.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
It won't swing in it. They're going to collect the extra $4 to have to refund it back to all of us anyways, because they'll collect tue much now.
It's right. Yeah, it was nice to get a check back from the state for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
Excellent.
it did. Let me see. Since we last, when did we last record? It's been a couple weeks because we
Yeah.
We,
had storms.
we had
kinda-
storms and different
I had a bunch of shit going on
illnesses
in
and
my
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
No internet.
no internet. I know. Yeah, I didn't
hard to
lose
read.
We already
anything.
talked about that storm.
Yeah.
That storm
Oh, yeah,
lasted
yeah.
for like 3 days, for God's sake.
Well, so I did.
It was
you know,
ridiculous.
more podcast related. I did go down to. We ran an ad for the Fun Bearable podcast guys, Chuck, Brad, and Ray, and I actually did go down to that show Sunday the 18th in Providence, and I sat with Sherry and Jimmy the hair guy, and right in front of the guys, and laughed my ass off. Like, there were multiple times where my face hurt, I couldn't breathe, I was wheezing so hard. It was a really, really great show.
Sure that wasn't an age thing?
It wasn't. Though the opening stand-up comedian, since I'm literally right in his face there, we're sitting on a couch, he's he looks at me right after he stands up there. He's like, "Sir, you look like the kindest person I've ever seen." And I kind of flipped him off. And then he's like, "No, really, it's like if Santa was on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy or whatever." That was how and I thought that was kind of funny. I was wearing my Moobies Christmas sweater.
Nice.
But yeah.
Can we just say Chuck's nails were on point?
Oh, dude. Seeing that live in person, yeah. He put on
He's
Lee
just a beautiful
different decorated long Lee press-on nails on all of his fingers, and clearly did not really think this through. Because he couldn't
They
do
weren't
anything.
nails, they were talons.
Oh, yeah.
It
was awesome.
I don't know how you're picking anything up, how you're picking up a mic.
Oh yeah. No, it led to lots of dick jokes.
People
So,
plan
we-
ahead,
we-
stay on schedule.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, they want to do this for like jobs.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Us silly bastards go to work in the day.
Yeah.
So we talked about all this stuff that, like, things that went well during the holiday and things you enjoyed and happiness you brought your children.
Yes.
That kind of avoids the month of pain that leads up to said holiday and the constant bitching that comes across the Slack chat, things like that. So we haven't, in a little bit here, actually done a proper airing of the grievances.
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
As to all the shit that pisses us off
Happy Festivus.
in relation to this silly holiday. There's no feats of strength because, there's age things involved. I don't want to take a chance with you. Jen would get pissed if you.
Yeah,
healed
sure.
over or
I knew that was coming at me. Yes, I know.
I bent over to do the fucking dishwasher a couple weeks ago and threw out my back.
Yeah.
Like somebody had taken a gunshot wound to the back. I'm not saying a fucking word at this point. Pieces are just falling off.
Fine.
It's
Same
hitting
here.
that age where nothing works the way it should.
It's karma,
Yeah.
you bitches.
I feel like a fucking
Isn't this
firecracker
usually
went
where you
off in my
start
hip the other
chanting
day.
penis?
Yes.
Hurt so bad.
Yeah, exactly. So I know I have a long ass list of shit that pisses me off for the holidays, but I'm curious. His DJ is raising his hand. I'm curious to get your take because as much as Sean's been up there smiling and I went to a show and there was money and people were happy and we're crafting and playing, there has to be stuff that just gets under your skin during this fucking season.
It's just so much.
DJ?
Yeah. Let DJ
Okay.
start.
DJ's leaning in. He went from like
It's like-
completely reclined.
He's business.
My
Can we
turn.
start
This
with
is
the
my
fact
habit.
that-
Ready?
Yeah.
Hello.
Turn down my mic.
Me?
I'm going to start screaming.
Ooh,
Better?
staccato.
Okay. Me.
As DJ pulls out his loose leaf notebook.
Yeah,
Let me
I got a
refer
note.
to my notes. I've been
These
motherfuckers.
These cocksuckers. They put you go to Target and Home Depot and Walmart and all this shit, and the fucking Christmas stuff is out in July.
Yep. You didn't. I had to wander through Valentine's Day candy and stuff
What
at
the
the
fuck?
store
I went
yesterday.
to TJ Maxx has Valentine's Day shit already. I mean, what the fuck? Can we just keep things like in boundaries?
Nope.
Like, what the fuck?
There are no boundaries.
There are no set timelines anymore. They need to move on to the next thing to start churning merch. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You hadn't even got to the clearance candy on fucking Christmas yet.
Nope. The sooner
now
you
we have
start
boxes of
that,
hearts and
the more likely you are to get people to buy shit. And then as the holiday gets closer, they forget that they bought shit. I mean, it really is. They're triple dipping everywhere they can.
Yeah. So
we
fuck
found
retail
shit that
stores
we
in
had
their
bought
Christmas.
for other holidays that we forgot.
Oh yeah.
Harley ended up with a gift for Christmas that was in the well of Heather's trunk because I was going looking for something else. Like, when the hell did we stick this bag here?
Yep.
Like, what the hell is? Come on.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah. After we open our stuff, Jen's like, wait, where's such and such? I thought I was supposed to get that in my stocking. And I'm like, I don't remember that. And then I'm like, wait. And I ran up to my closet, dug something out. Yeah.
Hold on, let me write that one down. That would make my list if it's. I was expecting shit and it's not here.
Well, to be fair, she bought it for herself, handed me the bag, and said, "This goes in my stocking."
See, at that point, I just keep
if
it.
Heather buys her, there's general
Cut out
rules.
the
If Heather
fucking
buys
middleman.
herself something,
No, but
like there's been exactly.
cut out the middleman.
What the fuck are you waiting for? You bought it.
But
It's
that
yours.
takes an opportunity to give me shit off of her list, and that's what she really wants. That's the true gift, is setting me up for abuse.
So
honestly, like, fuck the list. Let's just start there.
That's the other thing. Okay,
Fuck
so
the list.
if you're over 18 and you're handing out a Christmas list to people, you're an adult. You have means. You can go do shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If I've been in the same house
The
with you
second
for
you get
20
your
years
first
and I have
credit
to
card,
tell you
fuck off.
what I want for Christmas, like, I have to tell you what fucking cologne I use. Like, no. You should fucking know the stuff I need, the stuff I don't have, the stuff I want, my fucking shirt size, all that shit. Fuck you and your list. Number one.
Or
Number two.
just fuck off. We don't have to talk about it at all, and I'll just go get my own shit.
Exactly. I do like that one too. Deuces.
Ooh. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do I fucking hate? Okay. I fucking hate Christmas music. I hate fucking Bing Crosby's. I hate fucking Mariah Carey.
I thought you said
I hate Mariah
Bill
Carey.
Cosby. And I'm like, what?
No, Bing Crosby.
I got it.
It's the sweater
Pudding
thing.
pops are delicious, though.
Yes.
Yeah. They are. Pudding pops are amazing. Yeah, fuck the fact I can't buy pudding pops at Christmas anymore. Yeah, I hate Christmas music.
I hate the fact that Holly kicks in at like Halloween.
Yeah.
Like Sirius XM puts a Christmas channel on.
Yeah.
Like as soon as the costumes are.
Yep. And every asshole has to make up a Christmas song now because of Mariah Carey. So like I'm in the car and it's like Ariana Grande and the fucking Jonas Brothers and yada bada bada Carly Clarkson. And it's like
You used to get one album like Now This Is Christmas or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Volume 31 would come out or whatever the shit was.
Yeah.
But they all saw what Mariah is making off that.
Well, because she
has
managed to
full rights
launch
to that
one
fucking
into
thing.
orbit, right? If you can reach that point of a
Billion dollar
perennial
song.
favorite, you're living on
$billion.
royalties forever. Yeah.
My daughter has a new favorite Christmas song. Mariah is one of her alarms on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
But as she was making requests of silly songs in the car, like the Hanukkah song and this and that, we started talking as one of the songs ended, and Dick in a Box came up in the shuffle, and now she is just delighted. Like she requests it as she gets in the car, and you hear this little voice like Christmas, Dick in a Box, but she doesn't want to say Dick.
Yeah.
She kind of like box. Oh yeah,
So Dick in a Box gets a pass.
it's
Dick in a Box gets a mulligan.
hilarious. When she heard, I'm like, "There's video, you know." Are you kidding me? She pulled that thing up now, And now she's in the back seat doing like the Timberlake arms and stuff as he's marching down the boardwalk at the end of it.
That reminds me.
That's actually something that warmed the cockles this Christmas season.
There you go.
She's old enough and found it. So that gave me.
That's good.
I did not hear Elmo. I did not hear Grandma got run over by a reindeer or Dominic the Christmas donkey. I did not hear either of those for the first time in.
Or hippopotamus. That one.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that
year.
one. Yeah. Yep.
It's been replaced with all these fucking pop ones.
Yeah.
We listened to, the staple for Harley has always been Run DMC.
Oh, yeah.
She just adores Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah.
This year I tried to buy her an
suburban kid should.
Oh, my God. Her and DMC, like that. So this year I actually tried to buy, we used to always buy a different album just to try to ease the pain.
Yeah.
So you weren't listening to the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
I'm a big Elvis fan because that's all Dad played.
Yeah.
Was that Elvis Christmas? So I knew Blue Christmas before I knew
I love Blue Christmas.
I like the Porky Pig version.
We tried the John Denver and the Muppets Christmas album. This year I bought the vinyl. Ooh. That's a tough listen.
Yeah.
They had it at That C.
Oh, yeah.
It was on the end cap as I was checking. I'm like, you know what? Haven't bought a Christmas album in years. It got one listen. We went through it. John Denver doesn't translate as well to the younger set as you would hope.
No.
And there wasn't nearly enough Muppets.
Not a generational talent, that John Denver.
That album needed more Muppets.
Oh, yeah. Everything needs more Muppets.
Yeah. I hear you with that. I can't listen to those stations.
Where the fuck were we going?
Fuck.
We were going, I forget, we were out running errands a couple days ago.
We got to there is a pass for Last Christmas by Wham, too. You can't fight with George Michael.
Oh, yeah. No.
I adore that song.
Yeah, nope. Everything Wham gets a pass.
Everything Wham gets a pass.
Wham.
Nope.
Fuck yes.
Wham.
Shout out to George. 6 years today.
Did he
pass
away the day after Christmas? Oh.
2016. 53 years old.
53?
Yeah.
I don't like hearing that.
Jesus.
53.
Mm.
But he was also pushing maximum density he had
I even more don't like hearing maximum density is.
Sorry, let's talk about something else. DJ, tell us something else you hate.
Okay. I hate glitter.
Yeah, fuck glitter.
Even more than
fuck.
Yeah.
That my mother brought over the
McKenna.
gifts yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, oh shit, yes. House is immaculate before anybody showed up. For some reason, she decided to go with all the fancy ribbon this year that has glitter over everything. So now as I walk through my living room in the house, you catch it. The light just hits it in different...
Oh, yeah.
There's fucking glitter everywhere.
Yep.
On your $100,000
My clothes are
hardwood
covered.
floors.
Yeah,
On the fucking hardwood floors and all that. I'm like, that's never coming
How
up.
about the people that send
fuck
Christmas
this
cards
I can't wait to travel.
that have glitter on them?
My fucking grandmother did
Yeah.
it this year. I didn't see a speck of fucking glitter until the card from Gail showed up this year. And I'm like, of course it's her. That
This year,
glitters my fucking house.
I hung up every shitty Christmas card that came into this house, including the ones from the Senate candidate that, thank you for your vote this November. And it's a picture of some family that we don't know. The landscaper sent a picture of dogs. It all went up there. Anything that looked remotely like a Christmas card got hung on the wall.
Fucking, I fucking hate glitter so much. If I'm going to get glitter in my house, it's because I'm getting grinded on by a stripper in the comfort of my own home.
Hey, now.
Not because you sent me a fucking... I'm sorry, it's a kid's show, right?
No.
Nah, that's an uncomfortable experience. You don't want it in your own home. They have places for that, DJ. That's... Nobody wins in that situation.
I'll do it at Chris's house. There's already glitter everywhere. So, no, yeah, so fuck glitter.
The room's ready.
While we're on Christmas decorations, this is a personal thing because of, this is I don't want to say a medical thing, but so I have a semi-out. Well, I have a semi-allergy to two things.
Keeping money?
Yes. It's horrible. Hives. No, I get really bad headaches from fake cinnamon and fake pine scents.
Oh, yeah.
So walking into any store where they have those fucking cinnamon twig things in the front.
Cinnamon twig.
You know what I mean? Like you walk into like fucking Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Target, and they have like the
little jar of
fake
things
cinnamon.
you can hang on your tree or something. Yeah.
Yep. Fucking, I'm done. Like it will take my entire day's gone because I can't kick the headache until I go to sleep.
Like,
so I hate
you're
all that.
Allergic to air, so when you're,
I know. I'm fucking.
When you're introducing any of the other stuff, it's not.
That's true.
I can't imagine that goes well for you.
That's true. So yeah, so like I hate like the Christmas like scents from a Yankee candle and shit and everything because most of them are just pine and pine fucks with my head and
yeah.
That's a personal gripe. That's probably
I think that
I'll get to the big one. Here's the big one. We'll just get off top. The one thing that I hate more than anything about Christmas, because I used to like Christmas back in the day. Obviously, the kid gets older.
Like we all did, yeah.
Yeah, people fall off the map, so you lose a little steam. But just in my older age now, because I'm a crabby old fuck, I fucking hate obligation. And all Christmas season is to me is 2 months of fucking obligation that I don't want to fucking deal with.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah, let's dig into this for a little bit.
I don't want to have to go fucking shopping when I don't want to. I don't want to have to fucking eat food I don't want to. I don't want to have to go for fucking dinners I don't want to. I don't want to have to fucking listen to music I don't want to. I don't want to have to fucking set up decorations I don't want to. Get stuff out of the attic I don't want to. I fucking hate it. I hate all of it. Disgusting.
The fact that we have to put all this time, effort, and stress into an arbitrary day of mandatory gift giving, fuck off. Why? Who the hell are you to tell me I'll buy you. Heather laughs at me because I'd much rather, she jokes, it's like a Happy Tuesday gift. I'd rather give you something when you're not expecting it, and then you'll be surprised and think like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
As opposed to, okay, it's 8:30 on the 25th. Let's sit down and go through all the shit that we stressed out wrapping for the last week.
Right.
Here's a robe.
Do we have enough? When we sit there and say, the pile, especially when they're little and you have to split it up between two piles. Oh, is there enough? Yeah, there's fucking enough. These kids were born on third base.
Mm-hmm.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
That was, I should have actually put that on the list of stuff for the top 3. But there was actually a moment this holiday season where the light went on in Harley's head. And she made a smart ass comment in relation to stuff that I say to her. But I said something to the effect, I'm like, I'm impressed with the way you handled that, Harley. That was well. It's like, just try not to trip on my way home, Dad. Because I always tease her that she's been born on third. All you got to do is walk 90 feet and you're going to be successful in life. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do is not trip on the way home. And she threw it back in my face saying, yeah, just try not to trip, Dad. That's all.
That's excellent.
But that's the fact that you're right. You can sum up all of this in obligation.
Yeah.
It really is. Tied into that, I mean, you guys are well versed in my hatred of the obligatory gift giving bullshit. I mean, I start bitching about this 4th of July, like because it's coming. It's just more. Yeah. The break is over, and I know we're just building to this fucking day again. Right. The other thing that comes along with this is the fucking arguments over scheduling and who's going here and who's going to be where, and this person didn't stay, and we always do it for this. I'm like, fuck all you. How about this? You all leave the fucking house, and I'm going to sit here and be happy. I'm going to crack a bottle of Macallan and put on a movie and start the fireplace, and I'll be fucking thrilled.
There you go.
You know why? Because there'll be no noise. There's none of it. I don't care who's doing what, who's going where. I'd be happier if I could just Zoom call like, hey, Mary, all right, we done? Thanks. Bye. That'd be perfect. Yeah. Oh, my God. Sean's still just sitting up there laughing at us because it's all sunshine and lollipop. Other than the fact that he forgot to give Jen the gift that she bought herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
no, the obligation thing. It's the crux of everything. It's the root of everything I hate about holidays.
It's manufactured stress.
Yes.
Like none of this shit is real, but people are going to get themselves so worked up over
marketing is about creating a problem that your ex fills, right? So when marketing left the world of just simple product advertising and extended into drawing eyes and attention, whether it's on news channels to drive traffic to sell ads or on websites or on this app or that app, it extends it so much worse. And it's all that false, right? the shit that we get stressed about is not actually the stuff that matters at all. And I hate it.
No, not at all. Oh my God. I don't hate the Christmas season. When we were growing up, and this is when, like my parents, all their brothers and sisters were still here and everybody was still living in the area. Christmas Eve went on until like 4 a.m. at my house.
Yeah.
People would just pop in. There was 40, 50 people there at random times because the doorbell was always ringing or somebody was always walking through the door. And it's my dad's older brother, Jerry, would be the last one to show up at like 1 a.m. And then they'd sit and have a few beers.
Right.
So it's that stuff. And I'll talk about that later too. There are pieces that I still like, but we are so far removed from the shit that actually matters with this stuff. Like, okay, we ended up doing Christmas cards only because at the very last minute, we remembered that we had taken a picture 4 months ago that was meant to go on a Christmas card.
Right.
We were going to scrap the whole thing. Not because I want to. And motherfucker, people that send a goddamn book with a Christmas card. If I cared what the fuck you were doing with your life, I might pick up the phone and call you once in a while.
Great Christmas
I don't
card,
care
by the
what
way,
your
again.
kids are doing or that they got a cat or anything like that. Yeah, we did that to torture the kid. Thank you.
The David Christmas card is always a highlight.
Yes,
So.
I liked it.
That's those T-shirts were brought and she was handed that.
Yep.
As we were going into the park that day, saying, "Oh, by the way, you're wearing this. Smile."
Yeah. I look forward to like
I don't
3
wanna
Christmas
wear
cards
it.
every year. That's it.
Like, yeah.
He's one of them. So
We didn't.
It's
do it
funny
this
you
year.
said that. Mark texted me a couple days before Christmas. Like, what the fuck? Did I get cut off the list? Are you not doing it this year? I'm like, no, they're late. We weren't going to. With all the stuff going on with Heather and everything else, it was going to be tapping. Like, and even good deeds, like, started when the kid was young. Heather does calendars for all the parents. But something that was fun the first year now becomes this mandatory, like obligatory work thing where 2 weeks before Christmas, oh, fuck, have you uploaded all your pictures? Is everything out there? I need to be able to look. All right. Piecing it together.
Yep.
Just so they could do it. No. This one I didn't mind as much. The front of my parents' calendar actually has a picture of them with Kevin when they met him last month. So that earlier this month. So that was kind of cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
To see that. But yeah, it's from every standpoint. Like, I take my joy now in watching the kid wanting to get gifts for people.
Yeah.
Like her pulling together the thing for Heather. Things like, and it doesn't matter what they are. Like, it's silly. She took the card, went into Target. She bought each of us one of those giant boxes of Reese's Christmas trees.
Oh, yes.
Like the 24 count, and wrapped them and labeled them so then mom and dad don't have to fight over who's going to eat the last peanut butter tree.
Nice.
You each have your own, silly stuff like that. A candy cane with pieces in it, little stuff like that was cool watching her do that. But the rest of it, no. It's, what are you going to get the parents this year? What are you going to do? It's like, fuck do I know?
And can we even,
what do they want?
Can we
They want to
get
wake
the
up tomorrow.
part
That's
where
what they want to fucking do. I mean,
when you think you're fucking done and then you realized, oh, so-and-so's fucking kid or whatever, because we have to stop by for
There's
fucking
always
cookie swap
one.
or something. Motherfuck, come on, seriously?
Always one. All the wrapping paper's already put away.
Yeah.
Everything's already gone. There's always one last one that you got to get something for. I do like it now where Harley did have a list, but it was like very specific. Like she's huge into the art stuff as well. She doesn't do so much of scrapbooking like Parker does. She likes to paint. So she wanted like a set of watercolors. She'd asked my parents for a Cricut because she wanted to play around with that a little bit. So there's certain things, but it's funny. That list gets shorter and shorter. She wanted a Starbucks cup. One of those bumpy, I don't know how the hell you hold the thing because it looks uncomfortable as shit.
Right.
She wanted one of those Starbucks cups. Okay. We got a line item that just said anything Villanova. Which is we stopped at Villanova just to show her what the campus was like on the way back from like the Outer Banks 2 years ago.
Right.
And she's just fascinated with it. She doesn't understand why daddy ever left. She's like, why'd you go to that shitty school? Look at this. There's castles. What? Why? Yeah. So it was like PJ pants and a hat and like stuff like that. Like lots of, this is funny. This is the first year where the clothes pile was bigger than the chuffa pile.
Nice.
Which doesn't happen very often. It's of course, that's probably because she went from like 5'6" to 5'10" too. So
Yeah.
now nothing fits her anymore.
That's right.
She needed some of that stuff, but
I should have
Yeah.
bought my kid more clothes. She shrunk. She shrunk over the last year. Like none of
how
her
can
shit
she
fits her.
shrink?
Well, she's like,
See, that's why
she's like 25 pounds lighter than she was because,
that's true.
yeah, she just,
Well, she was dealing with injury and stuff. Like she's more.
yeah, she couldn't,
physically
she was all
active
fucking
now.
hobbled
Yeah.
for years. Yeah. So plus, I guess,
Well, and then she had the Disney thing where she was
Yeah.
working those crazy hours and stuff. Your eating schedule
Yep.
gets all screwed
Yep.
up. You're not eating
100%.
as much.
it's still
Yeah.
fucked up. Yeah. So,
No.
but yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, so yeah, but the whole obligation and it just, I mean, I'm a crabby old fuck, but forcing me to do stuff that I really am not keen on doing is just not in my wheelhouse. I just really,
Not
it's like,
anymore. It's
not that's like, you know,
I'm pushing 50 for Christ's sakes. I'm
Yeah.
almost Sean.
Hey now.
I mean, you
Yeah,
work,
you do.
no, but it's like, it's seriously, it's like, you know, it's throughout the year. It's like you work so much and then you come home and you gotta, you know, do house stuff and do dishes and cook dinner and get and all this stuff you have to get done. It's like, you know, it's all I want for like, if you're going to celebrate something, to celebrate me being able to fucking do nothing. You know, it's like, don't give me more shit to fucking
years.
do.
For years and years, I kept saying I couldn't wait until we got to that inflection point with Harley
yeah.
where you're not doing the shopping for, you know,
BS.
2 gift givers and all of that. Because as soon as that happens, I want to start traveling. I want to go, let's go away for 3 or 4 days.
Yes. I think
Screw all the
there.
piles of presents and stuff. Let's go sit on
Yeah.
a beach and
100%.
drink my face off for a few days and it'll be warm. It won't be 12 degrees and
Yeah.
torrential downpours coming down sideways where you can't see your drive or leave your fucking house.
Yeah.
You know?
I've heard
fine.
that
It started doing that this year.
I've heard that my brother Dave is looking to do a family Christmas in Ireland next year, going back to and
That's not warm.
yeah,
No.
That's not- no.
that's kind of my thinking.
Nope. That's
I
forced.
think your brother
Nope.
Dave should go and spend time with his family in Ireland.
Yes,
Yep.
I think
Nope.
that'd be lovely. And you can FaceTime with them.
yes,
Like some of the cell signal isn't bad over there, you know?
Yep.
And
Fuck that.
that'll be lovely. You can have a
Yeah.
pina colada at Atlantis in the Bahamas or something, and
Mm-hmm.
he can be freezing his tits off.
yes,
Yeah. We did
By the
the
way,
thing
did
where,
you guys try to go out in that storm?
yes,
Did you guys have to drive at all?
yes.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
literally in the paper store because of another one of those last minute gift things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, gotta run out. Harley and I take a ride over there. The power went out when we were in there. The entire town of Hudson got wiped out.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you've ever gotten off 290 in Hudson there to go to like Stop and Shop
Yeah.
at the paper store and stuff
Mhm.
there. It's this major intersection
Yeah.
that now had no traffic lights
Mm-hmm.
2 days before Christmas. It's just completely pitch black.
Nightmare.
It's pouring. You can't see shit.
yeah.
There's no street lights. We had to leave, drive down to find like the nearest rotary that we could go around. And that was a fucking shit show to be able to get back to the highway.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah. I remember, like, White City, Lincoln Street, when we had that fucking ice storm those years ago, everything was out.
Did you slide down the hill to get to White City?
Oh, I hate that. Hate that.
Yeah. It
That's
was not fun.
right across the bridge. And yeah.
So it says, and this is geographical, but like whenever it's Christmas, you know, because we're in New England, you're going to be fucking cold for the next 3 months. And that doesn't help the fucking mood either. Winter sucks. I fucking hate winter. I'm sick of it.
I keep telling my parents that the only reason I'm still here is because of them. Love my brother and sister, but there's planes. They're
Yeah.
all 2 miles away, but the kids are so busy.
Right.
I don't see them as much as I'd like. We text or chat, but in terms of seeing them, like I saw my sister twice in the last couple days. Before that, at least a couple months. At least. And before
Yeah.
that, it was probably like June when my nephew was playing baseball. I snuck to one of the games.
Yeah.
But it's not. No.
It's cold.
Everybody's so busy with
shitty.
their own shit.
Yeah.
If you're going to be busy anyways, why? I've said this forever. There's a reason why when people move to San Diego, nobody ever comes back. Like, oh, I'm going for work for a couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss you. Bye. Because when it's 75 degrees every day, you cannot tell me that doesn't improve your mood.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wouldn't be nearly the grumpy bitch that I am if I was, warm and happy every day.
No, I mean, it's definitely part of it. I mean, the happy thing's kind of obligatory. Like, what is happy? I don't know. But the warm part would help, I guess it would.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, no, and that's a good point. Like, the happy thing is like, that's probably the biggest thing too, is like all this stuff we're bitching about. I'm just not happy during Christmas. I'm miserable, and it's just not good for the, the overall outcome.
So are you happy other times of the year?
That's a good question, Sean.
Right. I mean, I think
in the toy aisle at Walmart.
Yeah. Is it?
I have spatterings of happy, but they are few and far between nowadays.
Yeah. I wonder how much of it is. I mean, everybody's dealing with shit, especially, the last few years, as we've discussed many times. But some of this holiday crap is actually just, I'm unhappy in general. And then this just piles on additional, right? It's just
100%.
Yeah.
It cranks, it twists the fucking nipple as much as it can twist, basically. That's really what it is.
TTFN.
Christmas
I thought it meant ta-ta for now, but
no. Chris, what are we, like, basically you have sore nipples all year, and Christmas is just the 2 battery electrodes on the nipple rings. It just, it really
clamps going and
that's how we fucking roll.
I thought it was anger, but clearly now I'm seeing it's a little bit of erotic tension on his face. We're misreading it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's just,
he's wearing the chaps below frame.
Below frame, we couldn't see. Yeah.
The furry tail with the pole.
What was that movie? East of Eden? Dan Aykroyd and Rosie O'Donnell.
Dan Aykroyd and Rosie O'Donnell.
Yep. I mean, Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
I was just going to say,
no.
I really don't have anything to add here. I mean, it's the DJs and both of you are more angry and frustrated about this holiday season than I really am. I don't disagree with any of it. My level of general emotional engagement on, I'm so beaten down that it doesn't really move the needle that it's the holiday season. There's nothing particularly that really gets to me. I mean, other than everything you guys say, absolutely. It's just more of the same.
I think DJ summed it up pretty well. It's not, because when I'm doing shit that I want to do, I tend to be quite happy. Like going off and just, and I'm not a huge planner when it comes to a lot of these things. I love your impromptu, just being, just follow your whimsy that day. It's obligation.
Right.
Yeah.
And you start getting, what's coming before the holiday, which adds to your level of aggravation as to what's it's a self-feeding beast here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the shit you're going to be dealing with. So you start like bracing yourself and in turn getting aggravated about the fact that what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of feed into your own aggravation here.
And, I mean, it's like I said, I have other reasons too. Like it is, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tough not doing Christmas without my brothers and stuff anymore, or my dad and stuff like that. But I really tried this year. Like we did the fucking botanical gardens light thing. We did Old Sturber's Village. We went to the Rockettes in New York. Like I really fucking tried this year, and I'm just like, I'm so glad it's fucking over because I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not be miserable.
Well, I think for me, it does go back to that. I think it's good that you're trying. I think it's good that you kind of have the perspective you have about why this is tough. But I think so much of it for me goes back to these are things that Christmas, the holidays just make tougher for you. And you got to get back to the fundamentals of when you're raging against life and work and, family and all the typical bullshit all the time, which I think we are in different ways, but I know,
I think everybody is.
Yeah. I think until we get a little bit better ahead on those things, the holidays are just a pinch point on everything else, right? It's just heightens all this shit. And, you definitely have some additional reasons why, a guy your age shouldn't have this much jaded bullshit pain piled on top of it. But man, life's tough. The holidays just highlight it.
It's a good summary. It is. It's funny, too, because everyone looks at me like, you don't like Christmas? Like, seriously? Like, you're like fucking like Mr. Giant 5-year-old. I'm like, yeah, no.
You look like you're Santa in the early years. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to need the second job again soon. That's why I'm working on that. I'm working on the beard growth.
I think you nailed it. You start thinking the holidays are fun when you haven't really lived life.
Yeah.
You get reflective after the fact. I mean, you start thinking about the big thing we did for my parents this year. So they went on vacation. My brother snuck into the house and dug up all the old 8mm movies.
Nice.
Everything.
Yeah.
Brought them over to something the three of us chipped in. And it was a kick in the head to be able to watch all these things. My christening, my first birthday, my first Christmas, my brother being like all of this stuff, right? There's shots of me in the bathtub.
Digital or whatever?
Yeah. We had them all put on
Are
digital.
you happy with the results? Like the quality and everything?
I was. It was a guy in Northborough that did all of it for us.
I probably need
everything.
Yeah.
DJ would lose his mind because in the same box, when I was telling my brother to go, I distinctly remembered what he was looking for. I'm like, you're looking for something that's going to have a copy of the Electrical Parade on the top. Like, Mom and Dad bought it on 8mm with the album to go along with it because you had no sound on video back in the 70s. Yeah. So you had to do the combination. So it was cool as hell to be able to watch some of that, but it makes you reflective. You're watching your grandparents, you're watching aunts and uncles, I'm watching all the stuff that I liked about Christmas.
Why is there a fly?
And the stuff that I miss about Christmas.
Like a real fly.
I have no idea.
Shouldn't flies all be dead?
No, it's been living in there for a while.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, it could be.
Sorry.
You sure your wife can't transform and then spy on you?
Oh, she's
just kind of hanging on the wall saying, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a microbot.
You forgot my goddamn gift. I bought the thing for him. All he had to do was give it to me. Like, what? How easy can this be?
Sean's worst nightmare,
Good
Jen with
Lord.
PIM particles.
No.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're done. You're done. No. So yeah,
no, you're right.
I get what you're saying, DJ. It as cool as that was, it's hard. Like, my mother walked out of the room because she couldn't watch it. It was just, some of it was just too much.
Yeah.
And you've dealt with it at a much younger age than a lot of us do. I mean, she's doing it well because her mother had that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But my grandmother was 94. Yeah. When she passed, but still, you're watching your grandparents' 25th anniversary or this or that, or you're seeing just friends you haven't seen in forever. Kids I grew up with that used to be around all the time. That things change a little bit. Makes you think about stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck Christmas. Fuck it in his jolly ass.
I mean, we landed that on a fucking depressing note now, didn't we?
That is a real surprise given the approach we decided to take.
This is why we should exactly. This is why we should have planned or something.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you leave me in charge of shit.
So not to make it all like so, I will talk about my one bright spot this year for Christmas. I know you guys haven't got there yet, but
Sean exercising, doing his Kermit.
That's right.
Goddamn, did I love Violent Night? I've seen it like 4 times now this Christmas season.
4 times?
Oh,
jeez.
4 times.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Saw it twice in the theater
tonight.
Nice.
It was and and it's just it's funny. Like, like I said, my wife watched it for the first time last night, and my kid's so maniacal. Like, they showed the snowblower. They do. Like we're just sitting there and it's all quiet, and all of a sudden you just
kind of what I love about her.
You see a flash of the snowblower in the garage, and she just goes hee 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 hee. Like like she's like her favorite.
What's coming?
Oh yeah. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, so that was a little bit of a bright spot. So I'm not like totally anti-Christmas, but I just need a reason. That's all.
I think that's fair.
There you go.
'Tis all.
No, we should be able to talk about that on our next one. I should be able to sneak that in sometime this evening.
Yeah, definitely. And then
Enchanted Village after we finish this up. So we go there every year with my parents.
Yeah.
So like my parents have 12. Like whenever Jordan started up again, we started going with the kid.
Yeah.
That became the thing they did with Harley. And this year,
once.
between basketball and everything else, schedule just didn't allow before.
Yeah.
So where we all happen to be off today and everything, where once I finish up with you fine gentlemen, we're going to take a ride down to lovely Avon, Mass.
Nice.
To walk through a Christmas display in a furniture store.
Yes. We went once.
Did you guys do that when you were kids?
No.
Did you ever do the Boston
I
thing?
don't think so.
No.
My grandparents used to take me into Jordan Marsh when they had it set up, the old downtown crossing.
No. The only time we ever went, I think it was like 11 or something like that. And I just remember like being like, it was okay, but I was disappointed because the thing I was looking forward to the most was the blueberry muffins I heard are so good, and they were out of muffins that night. They were sold out.
Boo.
The muffins are kind of key. Yeah, the
I heard
old
the
Jordan
muffins
Marsh
are
muffins.
delightful. I heard
That's,
they're really fucking. I mean, I'm a sucker for a good blueberry muffin. So
That's one of those things I always remembered when I was a kid. Because I don't know if you remember this, DJ. I don't know how much you came out to Framingham when the old Shoppers World was there. And he had the giant dome Jordan Marsh at the end of it. They had the bakery inside of the department store. So you could get the muffins year round.
yeah, never went out that way as a kid.
Oh
That was the expensive part of the.
Oh my God. That was the biggest Toys R Us I had ever been in too. There was a massive one there.
Yeah.
Like it was like Herman Sporting Goods, like all these stores that don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Sean's looking at something else. He's just
I'm
thinking muffins at this point.
I've been
It's okay.
He's
I'm
Yeah.
I got
By muffins?
distracted. Well, muffins did kind of pull me back actually.
oh good.
Yeah.
We can talk about other food if you like to.
No.
All right.
I've had plenty of food.
So we've been bitching for a solid hour here
Yep.
about all the things. Like I thought it was going to be a collective hate, but DJ,
It's
did a wonderful
I
job
find myself
carrying us over the line.
You guys
This
have
is-
covered my hate just fine.
This is next episode. I am going to continue to push to do the fan wives.
Yes, please.
They
Yeah.
haven't had a chance to air their grievances.
Yeah, we could do that.
Collective
I think
chuckleheads.
we
we'll
should
do
give
the
them a
fannies
little
in
time to
January.
prep. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think any of our wives need time to prep about the things they hate?
Yeah,
about
maybe
us?
not.
Mine doesn't.
Maybe not. Maybe it's a bad idea. Yeah. Just
Are
spring
you
it on.
shitting me? Heather will walk up to that table like Cavill in Mission Impossible. All right, let's go. We're good. We're filming the bathroom scene now. I got this. Yeah. All right. So we talked about all the things that frustrate us and hate us about the holidays. For top three, how about three things that you guys actually enjoy or enjoyed about this holiday season?
All right.
Could be in general or specifically for this year.
All right.
Okay.
I do have an honorable mention. I did stop once I thought of, three and an honorable mention. I'm sure there's
Porn doesn't count for the holiday. Porn is
didn't make my list.
That's
Like I said, I
irrelevant.
stopped once I had four. I'm sure I could have more. The honorable mention, it's stupid, but it's actually a thing of strange, pure joy for me. The giant contractor bag on Christmas Day where we put all the wrapping paper. I like being like the guy who has the bag and like has everybody throw the paper towards me into the bag. And like, I said it was stupid, DJ. I see the look on your face. Yes, it's dumb. But I realized in
I'd like
terms
to
of
clean on
he
Christmas.
wants to be the Estevez brothers in Men at Work.
no, it's
There you
yeah,
go. Trash.
no, but it's just something about
Gulp, gulp,
I
gulp.
like having this giant trash bag because paper crushes down easily. People get to throw. It's kind of like a game, and so I like being the trash man on Christmas morning. And I got to do it twice because I got to do it with my in-laws too.
Okay.
That's my honorable mention.
I like it. Mine, we're just going to keep it simple. It's the food. And the fact that for a nice week-long stretch there is like zero guilt. Like there's no diets, there's no fasting, there's no working out, there's nothing except for cookies and sweets and large copious amounts of food.
Absolutely.
Same stuff that you have. Like it doesn't matter what year it is, you know what you're going to have when you go over to my parents' house on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Our tradition here got screwed up. Previously, it was always Chinese food and Sundays.
Yeah.
Every Christmas day because Heather wanted to host and I refused to make her cook.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, you can have people over. I'm
Just
like,
no
we're just doing
cooking.
takeout.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're going to make it as easy as possible for you because the idea is to relax and enjoy it. Although this year, shout out to Linguini's.
Ooh.
We got trays of food from there.
Mm.
That was like half of what the Chinese food cost, and I still have a fridge full of Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken parm and shells and everything else. And
Chinese
all you
food
have
has
to do is
gotten
warm it
sneaky
up.
fucking expensive the last year.
Everything
Like,
has.
really
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awful.
Yeah.
It's
Excellent.
crazy. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
How about you, DJ? Any honorable mentions?
Yeah. It's just a goofy one. So I'm a huge Saturday Night Live nerd.
Yep.
And the Christmas time episodes always have a couple good hits. So some of the all-time SNL. This year there was one. It was Martin Short and Steve Martin hosted last week or 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
And they did a skit with, it was Scrooge throwing the coins down to the orphans. And like he fucking puts one through one of the kids' eyes and he blinds one, and Tiny Tim falls down a fucking sewer and shit like that. And the whole thing was just an Apple Pay commercial. And I laughed my fucking ass off. And like sweaty balls. And all that kind of stuff.
sweaty balls.
Yeah, so SNL,
balls.
bring it on down to Rappinville, and so SNL Christmas is always a little bit of a highlight for me.
Nice. I do like that.
Excellent.
Well, my number 3, again, I was trying to focus on relatively simple concepts, and Chris, you hit it. Just kind of food. There are, I love like crackers and cheese, hors d'oeuvres, like I like snacking food, chips and dip, and the holiday season tends to have more opportunities for that sort of thing, grazing days where you just kind of eat whatever, wherever, but then adds into it, holiday cookies. My wife's family tends to do these decorated, iced cookies. We have a decorating day where we, do stars and mittens and hats and candy canes and trees and all those different things. And then we get to eat those over a couple weeks. But my wife makes these molasses crinkles that are probably my favorite cookie in the world. Right. My mom used to make them. They're kind of salty. They look cracked and poofed and have, usually sugar, like crystals on them, but they have that salty molasses. And I just
like an old world kind of cookie.
Yeah, and I can just eat those forever. So just the general food stuff, it does tend to be a complete positive. One of my highlights this year was my in-laws just gave me one present. It's just a big oversized tin, that would normally hold like popcorn or whatever. But I opened it up and it was full of Slim Jims, some chocolate candies, 4 of the lime margarita Cutwater cocktails that I love, and then like about 20 individually sealed Gouda cheese sticks. And that, just the cheese, oh my God, I was so like, mission accomplished. You could see the look on my face when I saw how much cheese was in there among all the rest of the stuff. I was just food. That's my number 3.
Nice. All right. My number 3 is going to take a half second of explaining here. So, my number 3 is Jesus, but not the reason you would think.
Okay.
Anybody that knows me as a kid who grew up Catholic.
I think it's interesting that we have a top 3 that is literally Jesus, but also he's number 3.
Yep,
like that's a pretty FANMEN.
He's number 3.
Right
Yeah,
there.
he doesn't make it. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Anybody that knows me and after 13 years of Catholic
Hitler?
schooling,
What are we doing here?
Knows my problems. I'll get to Hitler later.
It's the drummer, John.
There you go. Exactly.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's in Wiederhosen, and I got a lot of problems with organized religion.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of, and I guess he could be in one of DJ's fictional characters. I just don't have the same affinity for this fictional character that other people do. So, and my parents, well, specifically my mother, not so much my father. He converted for a little while, but now he's better. Was raised Italian Catholic, the whole thing. So every year, my little sister, knowing, my issues with the Savior, buys me goofy Jesus gifts. So this is one of my favorite things to do. Like last year, she got me a solar dancing Jesus that's still on my mantle. Like this year, she got me. Oh, she did well this year. She got me a bendable Jesus, so it's like Gumby Jesus. Yeah. She got me a Jesus flask. Yep. It's just titled Holy Water Flask with Jesus on the side of it, and then like a sign to put at the coffee bar. So I'm always curious as to what she's going to come up with. Like one year, she bought me a painting that she found at a yard sale that somebody had out that was like for $1 of Jesus overlooking the water, holding a sheep or something, like random Jesus crap. But I always look forward to whatever Gina's going to come up with for this year's Jesus gift. So yeah, Jesus.
I love it. And now, some more of your affinity for Buddy Christ, is highlighted.
Oh God. I like nothing better than fucking with devout Catholics.
I like it. It's good stuff.
It's like somebody that quit smoking, right? There's nobody you want to argue with worse to a smoker than somebody that actually broke away.
Yes, that's a great analogy. DJ, number 3 thing that you found positive about holidays in general or this particular holiday?
So this one's kind of weird. So like I can't stand Christmas decorations and all this kind of stuff, but one thing I love, no matter what time of the year it is, I'm a huge fan of like white ambiance lights, kind of. Like my tree's just white lights. Mm-hmm. Anytime you have like white lights on your patio or like,
you're talking about, the styles of lighting, not the ambiance at the KKK club rally or something like that.
No. Jesus fucking Christ, Sean. No, yes.
Hitler and the Klan. You're all over the place.
Just talking about physical lights.
TJ's celebrating white ambiance. That's what I heard.
No, white light. So I like if you like, so like, if you have like, a garden, you have the little solar lights in there and it's just stuff like that. So like, I do like seeing stuff lit up.
Baby Hitler statue.
Yes.
In the manger.
Highlighting the mustache. Yeah. Hitler in the manger. I do have Hitler claws on my wall. I'm looking at them right now.
Sorry, DJ. Continue. Yeah. I love white ambience lights. In fact, the prevalence, the shift to LEDs actually makes this harder these days because now you've got the blue versus brighter. The warm, different tones.
Yeah, it's a different.
I like that warm white light. So it's like when we went to Sturber's Village, I actually didn't mind because I just walked around drinking coffee and like I like all that.
Oh, the covered bridge.
Yeah,
the covered bridge with the trees and it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yeah. So I like that. Nice job with that. I like that old worldy kind of stuff, like the white lights, the dim lights, and like the dark reds and stuff like that. But also, fires. I do like. I have a fireplace. It's one of my favorite things in my house. My favorite thing in my house, probably. I like nothing more than to just crank up the fire and drink my coffee and stuff. And even like, going back to what Sean talked about with, we did talk through a while ago, like you find the YouTube video, some guy has all these really nice, like Christmas ones. It's like a bookstore in a little mountain town with just white lights and it's snowing and the fire's going just, so that kind of shit. So I do like the winter ambiance.
Yeah, I like it.
I like that. This didn't make my list, but one of my favorite things to do during the season after it's decorated, I don't like the decorating. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do any of that shit. I don't want to open boxes of ornaments and dig all the shit out like you were saying, DJ. Mm-hmm. I carry up the trees for the girls and let them go crazy. I do love those cold winter mornings. Get up, turn on the tree, and just sit there. No TV, no sound. It's just
dead quiet.
Coffee.
Sit there and enjoy your coffee and
coffee and the
enjoy
dog.
the decorations. Yeah.
I usually do it with the fire.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Although one thing I did this year, which is very anti everything I've said for the last hour, but I don't give a fuck. So they had this thing at
There's no rules.
No, I know. So Target has their own brand of like Christmas decorations called Wonder Shop.
Okay.
And they had this thing this year. I saw it like on a Facebook or whatever. It's this big giant switch. You plug your tree into one end, and then you have this big giant switch. It looks like something the elves have. And it's a Bluetooth remote control for your tree.
Ooh.
And I wanted one so bad, and people bought them all out. They were on eBay for like a fucking $1 million and shit. I went to Target on Christmas Eve, and there was one just sitting on the shelf on like clearance for like $7.
Nice.
So I bought it, took it home, I hooked it up. So it's this giant thing. It's got all these lights, everything, and you flip the switch, and it goes bang, ding, 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 and it starts like spinning and stuff like that, and all the lights light up. All of a sudden, the tree goes, and it turns on.
That's cool.
And then you can turn it off, and it does it reverse.
That's pretty cool.
And I've never been so fucking happy in like 5 years, like turning the tree on and off now.
And you can do it from your phone.
No, it's like a big physical like plastic like lever.
Oh.
And it looks like something the elves made.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'll send you guys a picture of it. It's it's a blast.
I want one.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so yeah, but now and another thing, I don't have to bend over to unplug the tree every night because my back's going because I'm old. I can just go doop.
You're old. Continue. Bite me. All right. So for number 2s,
oldest date of mine, Sean.
we've already covered this from a few angles, but for me it is somewhat unique that during the holiday period I get to watch more movies. Right. I've had because I'm not working and things tend to slow down and the kid, some more time at home, more cold, meaning we're not going out and about as much as normal. We get to watch movies. We watched Spirited again, this time with the kids, and they enjoyed it. Jen and I, Christmas Eve, right up until about 11, we watched White Christmas, the classic, Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, White Christmas. That's become a thing for us. And we've watched non-Christmas movies too. Just the more time where it's okay to just sit still and breathe. And movies for me are part of that. We used to, with my mom, we used to go to the movies Christmas, we'd go to a Christmas matinee, 11, 12, 1 o'clock movie as part of that. Haven't been doing that, for a while since I've been spending Christmas here, but it's still something about movies. In fact, often it seemed to be like a Spielberg movie would be out and we would go see it. I haven't seen The Fabelmans yet, but I want to. In fact, I think the last time I remember doing
everything I hear is it's excellent.
Was Amistad. That was probably the last time I went to a Spielberg movie at Christmas, and I think it was Amistad. So that's clearly a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
Yeah, but movies are my number 2.
Excellent. I like that. Mine kind of gets back to things that we've talked about or I alluded to earlier when I was kind of, trying to soft sell the bitching. And it's really just the traditions.
Yeah.
And that's like something silly like this afternoon. We take one day and just do the Enchanted Village as hokey. I don't need to see these damn statues again. I've been seeing them since I was 4, but it's something we do together with my parents that they've done with Harley every year that we'll go see. They have this silly, they have a game at Jordan's and it's like the rolling ball game and the little horses they do a reindeer run. And ever since Harley's young, we've sat there and spent money. So she wins these cheesy, straight from China stuffed reindeers with a Jordan sweater on them. And she must have 10 of them.
Yeah.
But it's something dumb like that. And if we go this year and she doesn't win a damn reindeer, she'll be crestfallen. I know she's going to drop $10 and sit there and take out all the little 5-year-olds so she can have her fucking reindeer when she comes home. It's just traditions like that. And this kind of goes hand in hand with it. It's the story time. It's the sitting around bitching and telling the same damn stories that were told last Christmas Eve when everybody got a couple drinks in them. Or this year, the videos led into other stories that were kind of like that. Just that stuff. You just get to sit there and enjoy each other's company and not worry about any of the other bullshit.
Yep.
For 20 minutes, because most of your interactions are scheduled or mandatory, or this certain, we're getting together for somebody's birthday, or you're running to here or there, and it's not. People get to just relax for 2 hours and just hang out and enjoy each other's company for once. So yeah, it's those kind of traditions.
Like it.
Nice. My number 2 is cookies. I do like cookies. So as much as I give my wife shit for stuff, she makes the best sugar cookies I've ever had in my life. So and she'll make me certain ones without frosting on them. So which is good because I hate frosting. But also my favorite cookie is this caramel apple oatmeal cookie. And she usually makes them around this time of year. So I have 4 dozen of those. I think I ate a dozen of them yesterday. They're amazing. So yeah. So if I have to find, I do like other Christmassy foods, I guess, but the cookies are the mainstay that, I like sugar. So
nothing wrong with that.
Sugar.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Well, bring us around to number 1. All right.
We're on your number 1.
So my number 1, kind of carries over from my last one in a certain way. And we kind of touched on it to begin with.
Or in movies.
Calm and quiet. That's something that I did not used to get when my kids were younger. But I've definitely found now that, the youngest one is 15, last couple of years, but this year more than in the past, the quiet of the last few days, being out of work, out of school, looking forward to, we are taking a road trip tomorrow for a couple days, so it'll be less quiet, but especially with how intense work has been and everything else, I just really, really appreciate the time that this holiday season time seems to provide that other holiday breaks don't, right? It's because of the cold. It's because of the slowing down of many things. I just really, really appreciate that and miss it when it's gone.
Nice.
I like it. My number one's kind of simple. It's kind of at the crux of the whole holiday for me, and really I think where a lot of my aggravation comes from, because people start looking at the holiday as something else. Mine's the kid.
Right.
This holiday was, at its very core, it's for children. It's not about adults worrying about what they're getting each other or having something in the stocking or anything. The holiday is about the kid. It's no different than, like, you talk about wrapping gifts from Santa for Athena. It's still about the child.
Yeah.
Right? It's about getting stuff for them. And now it's kind of, as she's getting older, it's not just this pile of stuff that was just given. Like, there's a real appreciation for some of the stuff. You have those quiet moments, like the little thank you, like, not just because I got to rip open a bunch of stuff. Like, she's starting to understand a little bit more. But it's the entire focus. Like, Harley gave us a couple little things. Heather and I did nothing for each other. It was really focused around her. And now it's not buying chuffa for the sake of having a pile of chuffa there. You start to see it like Parker scrapbooking or this or that. You're focused towards their interests and things they're curious about, and they want to get into and they want to do, so it should be that all the time, that we're just kind of fostering their interests and desires, and to a certain extent, and you always want them to be better, but it always comes back to her.
I like it.
That's kind of at the center of it.
Nice.
Awesome. My number one is not nearly as thoughtful as the two of you. My number one is the holiday menu from the fine folks at Starbucks Coffee Company.
Oh, jeez. Fuck
you
them.
I know.
With
No
my
eggnog
goddamn
latte.
eggnog. Fuck
I
them
know.
straight in their fucking ass.
I know.
Give me my eggnog latte back, you savages.
I know. But you got a toasted white mocha latte, the cranberry bliss bar, my all-time favorite sugar-filled item, I think, of all time. It's free red cup day. It really is the highlight.
Are you
of
one
my
of those
Christmas
people that
season.
goes to get the free red cup? Like, you put that on the calendar and actually go
what
to
is the free
Starbucks that
red
day
cup?
just to get the cup?
So basically, there's a day every day at
get a-
Starbucks called Red Cup Day. What they do, basically, when you order one of the holiday drinks, they give you a free reusable hot cup. That's all.
Wow.
And it's got like a
Because,
Christmas
it's-
decoration on it.
Wow.
So think back, Sean, when like we'd go and get like the Olympic cups at McDonald's or something like that. You go just to get a free plastic cup.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't like go just for that, but like, I will admit, like this year I was like, what? I'm not going to make my own coffee. I'm going to go buy a white mocha. But then again, I hadn't had a toasted white mocha yet this year, and I do love me a toasted white mocha. It's delicious. So I'm a simple person, both of mind and body.
Well, I was going to say that word does apply.
Thank you. You, mama, make me happy. So, Sean had food, movies, and calm and quiet. Chris had Jesus, traditions in the Enchanted Village, and the kids. And I had white lights and fires, Christmas cookies, and Starbucks holiday menu.
That's
Obviously, I didn't put nearly as much thought into this as you guys did.
no. Yours is more specific.
mermaid.
Put sugar in my body
eggnog.
and fuck off. That's basically the gist of the whole thing. Pump me full of
Bring back
diabetes
the
and
eggnog,
then leave
you
me the
fucking
fuck alone.
savages. One of my only joys around the holiday season away from me. Those fucks.
There you go. So, everyone, thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at FMN37. Like, subscribe, leave reviews, all that kind of good stuff. And then anyone who has anything they want to possibly have us do for the Fannies coming up next month, drop us a line on Twitter, or if you know how to get a hold of us directly, just do that.
Yep.
I
gotta refresh myself on how we approach the Fannies. And
the Fannies.
I can tell you.
All right, go.
DJ preps all year long and makes this massive list, and you and I try to, frantically come up with something to say about 5 minutes before recording.
And the idea is
pick 3 categories.
Each of us individually pick 3 categories, and we pick
and then you have
3 things for each category.
Yep, and one of them's the winner.
Right. And do we generally, the winner is the third one that we announce in that category?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Or, yeah, exactly.
We can do
yeah,
what we want.
basically.
But no,
2 runners,
no rules. Yeah. So that makes sense.
No rules, yep.
It's still,
like I said,
Chris's description is accurate.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't keep a list all year. Like, I'll start working on it probably next week or like the day before.
Yeah.
I usually just do it off the top of my head. Mine will have like fake sponsors and stuff. And because, exactly.
You put way more time and effort into it than me.
Kind of my
It's why it works.
Yeah.
It's why it works.
Pretty much. So I hope everyone had a good holiday. And it's hopefully you don't have to do anything.
Fingers crossed, fan wives next.
Yep. We'll work on that too. So
no relation of 3 hosts to the fan wives.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Sean. Sean's
Horrible
timing is man.
Good Lord.
Have a good night,
Make sure you listen to this one on the way down.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Let Jen hear it.
Not happening.
Bye.
Good night.
Later, kids.